So what is going on, guys? My name is Zero and welcome back to some more Battle for Neighborville here today on my channel. Today we're actually going to be taking a look at some cosmetics and costumes which should be coming to the game in the future. This information actually came about on a website called ArtStation, where I think people that used to work at Plants vs Zombies are looking for new jobs. We're kind of showing work that they have done in the past, and we do happen to get a bunch of new cosmetics through this website. We also have a couple other things which I do want to quickly talk about as well, and I thought were pretty interesting, but we do have a few costumes. And for those of you wondering whether or not these are legit costumes and cosmetics or not, first of all, they're all designed and presented the exact same way. But second of all, one of the costumes we're going to be taking a look at today was actually shown in the Wizard trailer. So it's definitely legit, and let me know in the comments down below which you're most excited for. So the first costume that we are going to be taking a look at is the blue Citron that we did see in the Wizard trailer. As you can see on screen, we do have the blue Citron. We can see the angle from the front, from the back, and also in its ball form, which is pretty cool. And this definitely gives me an electro pea shooter and like plasma pea shooter vibe, but built into a Citron. We have the light blue colors, which make me think of like electro Citron or electro pea, and then the darker blue is definitely plasma pea. So they've kind of merged those two together to make an awesome Citron costume. This is probably going to be sold by Rooks for maybe about 500-600 rainbow stars, because I don't think this is going to be a legendary. I don't think it's quite up to that tier, but it's most likely going to be sold from Rooks, or potentially it could be in the prize map. And I also have the names of what these pictures were saved as that could potentially give us some kind of a reveal of what the name of these costumes and cosmetics will be. However, the names that these images were saved as are probably not going to be 100% accurate, because I did find a couple of hats and cosmetics that were on this website which are already in Battle for Neighborville, and they were saved as a slightly different name. Similar theme, but not exactly the same name. So the names I'm going to be talking about today are probably not going to be the exact name we're going to see in Battle for Neighborville. But this Citron has been saved as the Citron Techno. So this could be a Techno Citron costume coming to Battle for Neighborville. The second costume that we're going to be taking a look at is for the 80s action hero. The name of this costume is called the Masked Mayhem, and take a look at this. This costume looks absolutely incredible. If this was going to be sold from Rooks, I can definitely see this being a legendary costume. It looks incredible. It looks like he's definitely been at the gym, especially on that left image, if you look at his arm. But look at this dude. Look at his mask. It covers his entire mouth with some very, like, silver teeth, and he's got like some silver horns coming out. He has something over one of his eyes which is glowing red. You can also see from the middle image, it looks like he's got some kind of like a dragon facing backwards on his head as well. And his weapon looks incredible as well. That's got a dragon on it. It's got some awesome colors. This is an awesome costume. It's called Masked Mayhem, and you can kind of understand why. You can also take a very good look at the front of his costume on the image on the right, because he has his weapon on his shoulder, and he's got like a giant Z belt buckle, which also looks pretty cool. He's also got like a dragon skull on the back of his hand. He's got something in his toe, and he's also got like a very cute dragon tattoo on his left arm as well. I feel like a lot of people are really gonna like this costume. I honestly don't feel like we've got a lot of great costumes for 80s action hero. The unicorn one's okay, but even then it's not insane. So this one is definitely gonna stand out from the rest. So this is the Masked Mayhem costume for 80s action hero, which should be coming to the game sometime in the future. Now, as far as new costumes which are going to be coming to the game, I actually don't have any more from the website. We've still got some cosmetics, so we're going to be showing those in a second. But before we do that, I want to take a look at one more costume, which I was able to get gameplay of at Gamescom when I went to get some early footage for Battle for Neighborville. I was able to actually choose a costume called Skunk Brains, which is a costume for Super Brains, which puts him in a black and white costume. And he also has like a skunk mask on with like a clothes peg. I happened to get gameplay of this costume, but up until now, we've still not seen this costume in the game. We know it has been created and it's been playable because I've been able to play it myself, but we've still not seen it in the game, so this is something we should be seeing in the future as well. The rarity of this costume is super rare, and hopefully we will see it at some point in the future, because I've seen many people asking about this costume, about where it is. I've played it, we know it's in the game, we just haven't seen it yet. Now let's move over to some more cosmetics, which I did find out on the website. The next cosmetic we're going to be taking a look at is a hat for 80s action hero. The name on the website is called Battery Hat, and from this image, I just get the vibe that this is a legendary hat, and most legendary hats have been available in the prize map, so maybe we're going to see this in a prize map in the near future. Apologies if this has been in the game somewhere already, but I just strongly believe that I haven't seen this before. I've checked my account, I haven't seen this hat. Maybe Rux has sold it, as far as I'm aware he hasn't, but this is what I am sure is a new hat. And like I said, I do get the feeling that this is going to be a legendary hat. Maybe the wings on the side are going to flap. There looks to be batteries at the top with like a little spring in it or a fuse, so maybe like something's going to pop up or flash or spring out or something as well. I just get a really strong feeling this is a legendary hat and it's going to have some form of animation. But this is a hat for 80s action hero named the Battery Hat. Probably going to change when it does come to the game. But let me know what you think about this in the comments down below. The next cosmetic we're going to be taking a look at is once again another hat. But this time it is for Captain Deadbeard. And this is a Spectrum hat. So we can actually see this hat in multiple different colors, which I think is really cool. The name for this hat is called the Pirate Musketeer, and you can see it's a traditional pirate's hat, but it's got many different feathers coming out of the top, and it's got like a gold trim around the top of the hat that goes around. You can see in the bottom left, we see the hat from the front, and we also see the hat from the back. And then the other images going on the top 3 and then the bottom 2 on the right, you can see this in various different colors. We have it in orange, purple, red, a kind of like blue color, and then a white, and then the original color is like a brown and yellow. I actually really like this hat. It's very much themed around pirates, and it's definitely like Captain Jack Sparrow, isn't it? Like, you look at this, you think of Pirates of the Caribbean, Captain Jack Sparrow's hat. That's just the vibe you get from this hat. It's cool, and I'm actually excited to throw this on my Deadbeard when it does come to the game. Probably going to put it in purple, because I always like things in purple in Battle for Neighborville. Let me know what you think about this one in the comments down below as well. The next cosmetic we're going to be taking a look at today is for Nightcap. This one is named Mushroom Slug, and it is once again a Spectrum hat, so we do see it in various different colors. You can see we have a slug on the top of Nightcap's head with like a slime trail going all around the top of Nightcap's head. You can see from the front and the back over on the bottom left, and then the remaining 5 images does show this in various different colors. We have it in yellow, blue, pink, a black where the underbelly of the slug is pink, and then a light blue / white. It's named Mushroom Slug as a saved file. That's definitely going to change. They're not just going to call this hat Mushroom Slug, so that's definitely going to be changing, but that unfortunately is the last cosmetic that we are going to be taking a look at today. However, we do have 2 other images which I did want to mention in today's video that I thought was a little bit interesting, that some people that did work on Plants vs Zombies shared. The first one, this was named Bomb Launcher, and you can see some development of this bomb launcher, and it's actually taking place at the beach in Town Center. You can see right down at the beach, you can see the lighthouse behind. This machine is kind of set up, and it looks like this machine could be activated at some point. We never got a chance to actually use this in Town Center, and it's Town Center Plants because it is daytime. Never actually saw this available to use, but Bomb Launcher was the name of this, and you can see the bombs, you can see the launcher, so I'm kind of curious what this was going to do. I have a feeling maybe this was an initial concept on Town Center Zombies, which was then changed into the balloon launcher or something, but it might have initially started as a bomb launcher. I thought that was quite interesting, so I did want to share that in today's video. And the final image which I did want to quickly take a look at is this, which honestly, not 100% sure what this is. My guess is you have balloons in Giddy Park, and you know where the balloons always change? I have a feeling that this is going to be an alternative to like a balloon or a turkey which floats in the sky, and it's a golden star instead. So this could be a little teaser of a future themed Giddy Park and festival. Maybe this has been in the game before and I just can't think of where it's from off the top of my head, but it is in the sky and there is a rope dangling below it, and it just makes me think that this is Giddy Park. The golden star is replacing the hot air balloon that you get in Giddy Park, and the rope is dangling down to like the basket that hot air balloon would have. Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below, and those are all the leaked images that we are going to be taking a look at in today's video. Let me know which costume is your favorite. Let me know which cosmetic is your favorite as well. And if you do have any more screenshots, anything like that, tweet them to me on Twitter. The Twitter link's down in the description, and maybe we'll take a look at them, and maybe we can make a part 2. But nonetheless, thank you very much for watching. My name is Zero, and I will catch you all in another video.